So we have to do questions. So do quick. So phospholipid is compound. Just try to speak, okay? Phospholipid is compound. It reduces surface tension of lungs during deflation of respiratory processes. Which of the following phospholipid present in lung surfactant? Be quick. Which phospholipid is present in lung surfactant is very high quantity? Yes, B is the answer. Choline, phosphatidyl choline. There, if you add here dipalmitoyl, then it will be complete. So signal transduction is an important process through which hormones of the body communicate with cells and control cellular function like metabolism, growth, and development. Lipid has a very important role in signal transduction process. Which of the following lipid is involved in signal transduction? Always inositol, don't forget it. Inositol. Inositol, phosphatidyl inositol is for transduction, signal transduction. I have described you, I have talked in detail about this. Muscle contraction, I3, IP3 is released, and that IP3 will cause, it will act in endoplasmic reticulum and releases calcium for smooth muscle contraction. Just don't forget this. This I for inositol. So phosphatidyl inositol, and this actually released by phospholipase C. Phospholipase C will act on the lipid on this, and this will release inositol. Don't forget this IP3. So be quick to answer this also. All glycolipids of a body are sphingolipids. This is an information that you already know. Which one of the following glycolipids is present predominantly in neuronal cells, neuronal tissue as myelin?
B.
Yes, B is the answer. And B plus, when it is converted also into sulfogalactosyl ceramide. So remember this too. If you remember this, you will remember this also. Now, which of the following sphingolipidosis does not have hepatosplenomegaly as clinical manifestation?
C.
Is it E?
C.
A, yes. A not. It is
C.
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 C is the answer, okay? C is the answer. So, Cori disease and von Willebrand, this is not sphingolipidosis. This is glycogen storage disease. We will study this in MD2. So, this here C is the answer. Both has hepatosplenomegaly. Now, myelin is almost absent in which of the following is sphingolipidosis?
Krabbe disease.
Krabbe disease. Krabbe disease, myelin is almost absent. This is the answer. So myelin is always, I told you to remember this crab is like this crab. So crab is a very myelin eating crab. So it's all the myelin. So you can memorize anyway. Krabbe disease has almost all absent. Myelin is completely absent. So 62-year-old Caucasian. So you can see 62 years. And slurred speech, his wife notes that he seems depressed and argumentative. His physician diagnoses multiple sclerosis. So multiple sclerosis, which is best described as a following. So multiple sclerosis is actually lipid losing. Actually, myelin is lost because of immunological attack. So it is autoimmune disease. Lipid, it is not a lipid storage disease. So this D is the answer. Okay. This is a immunological disease that attacks myelin. And myelin has got mainly sphingolipids, some phospholipids in the inner part of leaflet. But outer part of leaflet, all is sphingolipid. Which is sphingolipid? Galactosphingolipid. But that is why you need to know, you need to understand myelin sheath, chemistry of myelin sheath in very nice way. I have described it in a very nice way. You can go to the slide and you can study it.